Hey, what's up, everyone? Okay, recently I was in discussion with a few people on YouTube, and as the discussion went back and forwards, the subject of personality types come up, and the user said that he was an INTP. I didn't exactly know what this meant, and just kind enough to send me some more information on that subject. And after a bit of research, I've come to my own conclusion, my own personality types. I originally thought that, like him, I was INTP, because the description that he sent seemed to fit me, my personality, but it's not something I've ever really heard of before or ever thought of before. Anyone who doesn't know and isn't really that bothered by it, and not going to look it up, it was an idea of Carl Jung, and the Myer Briggs personality type. Apparently there's 16 different types of personalities in the world, and mine happens to be INTJ. I'm going to read a quick description of what INTJ, or the characteristics of INTJ. I've just quickly brought this up off of Wikipedia, so it's it may not be 100% accurate. You know that anyhow. You can't trust Wikipedia. Anyway, alright, so I'll just quickly read this. I'm just going to move this around. Hold on a sec. Okay, it says characteristics of INTJs. INTJs apply, often ruthlessly, the criterion "does it work?" to everything from their own research efforts to the prevailing social norms. This in turn produces an unusual independence of mind, freeing the INTJ from the constraints of authority, convention, or sentiment for its own sake. INTJs are known as the system builders of the types, perhaps in part because they possess an unusual trait combination of imagination and reliability. Whatever system an INTJ happens to be working on is for them the equivalent of a moral cause to an INFJ. Both perfectionism and disregard for authority may come into play. Personal relationships, particularly romantic ones, can be the INTJ's Achilles heel. This happens in part because many INTJs do not readily grasp the social rituals. Perhaps the most fundamental problem, however, is that the INTJ really want people to make sense. Okay, that's a rough definition of the characteristics of INTJs, but to me that is mind-blowing because it sums me up perfectly, absolutely perfectly. I struggle with people not making sense, and society not making sense. It baffles me why people do certain things, and I do probably do more research into a subject than the average person. If something interests me, I need to get to the bottom of it and make my own mind up. I don't like being told in newspapers what to think. I also don't like being told by anyone what to think. I'm not proud to say that I've got a problem with authority. I don't like being told what to do. I like to make my own mind up. And the part on relationships is probably true as well. It's not something I've ever really thought about. Now I've been in some type of relationships, but I think myself as a logical type person. I like computing and stuff like that, because they are logical. You need to, if there's a problem with the computer, you have to think logically and eliminate certain aspects of it. This is possibly why I had a problem while I'm a compulsive gambler, like a compulsive poker player, because it was a system and it should have made sense. But you know, that's whole big subject, something that I feel quite passionate about, and something I'm really interested in. What I'm trying to get at is, I think the reason that I have problems, I wouldn't say problems, it's just that I'm not in a relationship, and I don't think I've ever been in a proper relationship, is because I have trouble dealing with people, with emotions, because they're not logical. People aren't computers, obviously. You try to listen to people and what they've got to say, but they're not logical. They're flesh and blood. And I don't mean it offensively, but women to me are not logical. They're emotional. Hey, we live and learn. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say on it. But thank you. It was, I don't think he'll mind me saying, it was Eric who I was in discussions with, who brought this to my attention. Quite interesting. But yeah, I'm an INTJ. Cheers.